When people think of LA, they usually picture Hollywood celebrities and the vibrant city life. It's known for its glamorous red carpet events, stunning beaches, and of course, its notorious traffic. But there's another side to LA, and that's often overlooked amidst the hustle and bustle, the peaceful spots that serve as the perfect getaway from the daily grind. I'd love for you guys to join me today for some of these escapes into nature that I did in the past few weeks. This first one is my hike up to Echo Mountain. I always find peace and grounding when I'm out in nature like this, and maybe some of that peace will come through the screen and to you just by watching. That's my hope today. There's this constant pressure to always be improving ourselves and staying productive. It often leads me to mindlessly scroll through my phone when I'm tired, hoping to find some kind of fulfillment in emails, social media, or maybe even a romantic connection on a dating app. But more often than not, it just drains my energy and leaves me feeling less accomplished than if I had just taken a nap or tackled some chores. I do think the internet and social media have their place, but not when they become distractions from what I really need, like rest, relaxation, or finally starting that project I've been putting off. Sometimes stepping outside into nature, surrounded by singing birds and feeling the sun or wind on my skin is exactly what I need to reset. As the days get hotter, I find myself getting tired more quickly. It's almost ironic. Tired in winter from the cold and darkness, in spring from what we call spring sleepiness in German, and now in summer because of the heat. I'm learning to embrace these fluctuations and just go with the flow. After all, we're part of nature too, so why do we expect ourselves to be constantly alert and productive? I love smelling the sage along the way, and I've tried taking some home with me to dry it and make little sage bushels. I found that when I listen to my body and give it the rest it needs, I'm actually more focused and able to come up with better ideas for creative projects, offer better advice or guidance to my students, and be more present in my interactions. I made it to the top. I'm super sweaty, as you can see. It's just right after 7 p.m. now, and I have about an hour until sunset. So I think I'll be fine. I'm just gonna show you guys what's up here because this is a pretty cool spot. And sorry for my really heavy breathing. I just really pushed up here right now. And I'll also show you the view from here. This mountain was once the site of the Mount Lowe Railway, which was built in the 19th century. They called this a marvel of engineering because it took passengers from the base of the St. Gabriel Mountains up to Echo Mountain, and this mountain is pretty steep. They completed the line in 1893. It was part of Professor Thaddeus Lowe's grand vision to create a scenic mountain railway. They often referred to it as the railway to the clouds. I'm always amazed at how big these old railway parts are. The views up here are stunning as well. When I'm up here, all my problems always seem a lot smaller. And there are signs for the different parts of a house that used to be up here. A picnic area, a dance hall, tennis courts. And let me tell you about this house, or rather hotel. So at the summit of this Echo Mountain, there used to be a grand Victorian hotel, and they called it the Echo Mountain House. This hotel was a luxurious retreat, and it offered breathtaking views, a warm fireplace, and elegant rooms. Unfortunately, a fire destroyed the building in 1900, and the railway was abandoned in the 1930s. And here's my favorite part of this hike, the Echo phone. Yes, you can yell through it, and you will hear your echo. I love doing this. The light is so beautiful right now. It's the best time of the day. My phone is almost out of battery, which is so sad because I really want to show you guys the sunset as I'm making my way down. So I hope it's enough to at least show you a little bit, but I know I'm gonna wanna take so many pictures and videos because the light just changes like every few minutes. So I really hope my phone will be holding up so I can show you. You can actually still see the outline of the house here with the walls that remain. And it was a pretty big house. I kind of want to take a little time travel sometimes and see what it was like back then. It's so beautiful, and I wish I could show you all of it. Maybe I can. You can pretty much see all of LA from here, and on a clear day you can see the ocean, even though it's about an hour drive without traffic from here. As I make my way down the mountain with the sun setting, I really feel a sense of peace and fulfillment. The sky is painted with hues of orange and pink, and it's casting this warm glow over the landscape. Each step downward feels like a gentle return to reality, yet the tranquility of the hike lingers. When I'm walking here, I sometimes find bees that are stuck in the sand because their legs and wings get so dirty that they can't fly anymore. And after it cleaned itself from the dust a bit, it flew right off my finger. Everybody who's hiking here usually always greets me, and people are really nice to each other. It feels like a very welcome contrast to life in the city. I'm almost back down just in time for sunset so it doesn't get dark, and I just realized that if my phone dies, I also won't have a flashlight. So it's good I'm almost down. I'm really happy to get home and make dinner and eat and watch some TV, and I just feel so good right now. And when I get home, someone's already waiting for me. You upset? Quick snack time with the bunnies, and they always like to steal my fruits, especially my apples and my bananas. There's nothing there. Today I'm going on a run, a much needed run, to a very beautiful place that's actually very close to my apartment, and I'm so lucky that this is walking distance from where I live. Wow, oh my God. Look at how big this is. I'll show you with me in front of it. It's huge. To the left you can see our LA River, which isn't really a river, but that's what we call it. I used to come here a lot to walk a dog every day. That was a few years ago. And this is the first time in a while that I'm here. It's such a hard time getting myself to do stuff today, because when I have days off, I just feel like I could do things at any time, and yet I don't do them, and then I wait until the evening for me to actually move and get things done, and I'm trying to not be mad at myself for that, but to just embrace what I am doing and be proud of what I'm doing, even if it's late in the day. And I feel really good right now that I'm finally outside and running. My legs hurt a little bit, but I feel good. And look at these pretty flowers behind me. Flora and fauna here still fascinate me even after 12 years. These aren't flowers that I know from where I grew up, but my phone told me that they are a kind of poppy, and they're so beautiful. You can often hear coyotes howl here in the early morning hours or at night, or when an ambulance drives by with its sirens. I've also often encountered a coyote walking the dogs here. As I'm making my way back home, I came across something very special to me that brought me back to childhood. Even though it's just a swing, I decided I had to get on it to end my run and just let the little girl in me come to light again. It is jacaranda season right now, so all the purple trees are blooming. After my run, I'm giving Baloo some grass because he loves to eat grass and he doesn't have enough teeth to really pick it by himself. And he loves that. And then we walk around the courtyard a bit. He can't walk much by himself anymore these days, but I still want to provide him with some quality outside time where he gets to watch birds and nature. I made myself some spring rolls. I'm super excited to eat these, and now it's time for Bridgerton. The next day, it's time to walk Parker again, one of the dogs I walk a few times every week. And this is another opportunity for me to enjoy nature and squirrel watch. Squirrel is a very hard word to say for me as a German. Still, after 12 years in LA. Another thing you see really often here are whole streets lined with TV equipment for movies, TV shows, or commercials. And now I'm on my next hike in Malibu or close to Malibu. And the hike is pretty similar to the one I did in Pasadena, but I can definitely smell the ocean here. And there are some bunnies that I did not see in Pasadena either. LA is very special to me, like it is for many other people. We really have the best of all worlds here. It can get very green, and we have these beautiful hikes, we have waterfalls, we have the desert that's not far away at all, and we can get snow too if we want to just drive for 2 hours. And of course, we have the ocean and beaches, and if you want the city life, it's right there in the middle of it all. Actually a lot less people up here than I thought there would be, and the people that do walk here, no one really says hello, which is strange to me because just on the other end of town where I live, up in Pasadena, everybody says hello. Getting all dusty up here, but it's so nice. But I'm actually sweating a lot more today than last week in Pasadena, so I'm wondering if it's more humid here by the ocean. It is a little bit hotter too, so it might just be that. But I did it. I'm here. But I can smell the ocean. Once again, I'm glad that I made it out of the house and I came here to be in nature, sweat a little bit, and find these beautiful plants, smell the ocean, and just breathe deeply, because that always grounds me. Maybe this changed your perspective of what LA is like a little bit, because it has many different sides, and this is the side I like most. And I hope that some of the peaceful energy came through to you through this video. I hope to see you again next time. Thank you for watching and being here.